What's up, you guys? I get a lot of questions about programming for the total gym. I've already made a couple videos already regarding total body programming. I made one for resistance training. Those are in the playlist if you guys want to check it out. I thought I'd make another one. This is really because I'm surprised I haven't made this yet. This is kind of my go-to recommendation. This is personally what I use more or less. Not that I don't try some other things as well, but this is kind of my go-to program. This is what I recommend to clients using the machine as well. I want to get into this. I will kind of go through the whole thing in detail. I'll give you guys some exercise explanations. I'll go through each of the workouts. I'll put timestamps down below. As always, links in the description box. As always, if you guys like and subscribe, it's always helpful. What I also will do in this program, when you guys check this out, is a lot of time, the last one, people wanted actual like PDF documents or files for the program. What I'm going to do is I'll have a link down below. If you guys click on it, I think I'll have it set up where you just put your email in, and then it will automatically send you this template so you guys can have a PDF copy of this if you guys want to check it out. So that's pretty much the gist of the video. Let's jump right into it. So as you can see from the title of this video, it says total gym muscle building. I always kind of careful when I choose those terms. Muscle building just means muscle toning, muscle definition. Really, if you want to use the total gym just to as your form of resistance training, is kind of what I'm getting into, because those words are kind of all means to the end, more or less. And if you notice, again, what this is an upper and lower split. By that I mean you're going to train your upper body one day and then lower body on the other day. Who is this really geared for? It's geared for anyone who really wants to build muscle, increase muscle definition, muscle toning. I said that already, kind of, etc. That's kind of who this is more or less geared towards. Other people have different goals, but this is kind of the focus on this. Someone who can dedicate up to 3 to 4 days of resistance training. You could do more. I'll get into that later. So if you want to do more days of resistance training, you certainly could. But basically, if you're looking for around 3 to 4 days, this is more or less what this is designed around. This is personally what I do with the machine. If you're seeking around 20 to 45 minute workouts, again, it can be more or less depending ultimately on the number of sets. I mean, rest and reps also count as well, but really ultimately the number of sets I think would be the biggest factor in making this a longer or shorter workout. Personally, if I want to make it longer, generally it's the sets I'm actually increasing. Can be tailored to any specific age or specific goal. This could tailor to someone who's on the older side. It could tailor to young kids as well, or kids as well. It can be tailored to anyone, and obviously I don't know everyone's situation. I should go without saying this is a very general conceptual based programming, which is what I always prefer and what I generally kind of make for people, because I don't want it to be so specific that you follow everything to a T, because generally you'll probably plateau, and again, I don't know you, only you can really know your body. So only individual clients, if they ask specific questions, I can really kind of get into that. Some of the benefits of this particular format, why I like this and why I recommend it. One, you're able to train all body parts at least twice a week. That's always ideal. I mean, once a week is good too. Don't get me wrong, but something's better than nothing. Twice a week is ideal. And again, we don't know everyone's situation based on injuries, again, age and stuff like that. This program is very versatile in the sense that you can incorporate different exercises, different modalities into the workouts. You want to incorporate dumbbells or barbells, resistance bands, you can do that. It's a very efficient workout, so it can take you a minimal amount of time. It's also very flexible with your schedule. So what's good about this type of upper lower workout is that if you miss a day, it's not really a big deal. You'll hit, like, let's say, versus like if you're doing like a chest, back day, shoulder day, something like that. If you kind of miss a day, it kind of shows everything else. It kind of throws everything else off another day. This is really versatile. If you miss a day, you can't make a session, it's fine. You can pick up where you left off the next day and kind of taper the program accordingly that way. It also allows for opportunities for other forms of exercise. So you'll see in the way it's structured, let's say you got some other stuff. It doesn't have to be totally total gym centric, although this is what it's kind of designed for, or it could be designed for this way. If you got a bench or a squat rack, other stuff, you can substitute certain exercises, and that's what I'll kind of show you guys when I kind of get into the actual workout. Now for intensity, I almost took this out, but this is a really important thing, I guess, to kind of consider. So I left it in here, and also just for some people that just want some direction. Intensity just means how hard is this exercise going to be. Now, the reason I almost took it out was because even though it's an important variable, I just stress, in fact, in the last video, I stressed this, that for the total gym, I like to kind of think about just focusing on tension in the muscle. I'm not trying to make things in a certain rep range in my head, but I understand if people want some guidance, I thought I'd throw it in there just to kind of help some people. So if I put the word hard, there's all different ways you can make metrics of intensity, but if I just put hard on the actual exercise table, like you guys will see in a little bit, That just means choose a weight or total gym setting that brings you to failure in that rep range. So if the rep range is 10 to 15, when you get to 15, you should be essentially done. Moderate would be a weight or total gym setting that gets you to desired rep range, but maybe you have 5 reps left in you. So if the rep range says 10 to 15 and you do your 15 reps at that intensity, you could still have done maybe 20, but you chose to just stop at 15. And then low intensity is that setting where you can maybe could have done 10 plus reps in that rep range. So if the rep range was 10 to 20, you stop at 20, but you've kind of done 30 or maybe 40. Now getting into the frequency chart, what's great about this is, again, you're going to start seeing the conceptual basis of this program and how to use it. And that's how I wanted to think about this, is, again, looking at this as the broadest approach possible to people to use this machine. You can tailor this, but this is personally what I generally recommend. This is what I personally do, more or less. Some weeks are different. And I always find that people generally want off days and the weekends. And again, that's different. I don't know if I speak for everybody. Essentially, how this program is laid out is that you really have, it says 4 workouts, but really you'll notice there's only really 3 distinctly different workouts, and I'll explain why in a second. Workout 1 is just an upper body focus. You're going to work your chest, back, and arms. On workout 3, it's really kind of the similar thing, except you're going to do more of a shoulder focus on this day. You'll still do some touch-up chest stuff as well, just so we can work all the body parts twice a week. And you're giving yourself a nice, at least 2 days off between these body parts. Workout 2 is legs. Now, instead of just doing like a workout 2 and then calling this workout 4 different legs, this leg workout is open to, you can really adjust this, and you guys will see this. So workout 2, these workouts might be very different depending on what exercises and stuff you want to do, but I really didn't think it really was necessary to actually make a whole distinct workout. So again, personally, this is kind of what I do. Really, there's only 3 kind of different workouts I'm doing. Even though the workouts look vastly different, the template in my brain is essentially still kind of the same, if that kind of makes sense. And then the beauty of this too, it's very versatile. So if you want to do some other stuff, these could be off days, they could be cardio days, they could be, some people I know like to do kind of core work, it could be stretching, flexibility, whatever. You could do that here. You even could offset these days again. So let's say even on Saturday, you could start again, workout 1 on Saturday, start workout 2 on Sunday, and just kind of, keep bucking up these things against each other if you just wanted more work. So that's optional to do that. This is personally what I do. Some days I might do a resistance training session on the weekend just for fun, but the point is it's very versatile. Now, how these workouts are set up, basically they're kind of similar. I believe I did this in the total body one as well. You're going to go from workout 1 exercise 1 right into exercise 2, as you can see here. With no more than 30 seconds rest between sets. So after I finish this chest press, I'm going right into that row with little to no rest period. But then after I finish the exercise 1 and 2, if you really need a rest, you can take that 30 to 90 seconds, what I recommended here, before you start again the second sequence or the second set of each of those exercises in that circuit. And I did this recently for a client. I don't actually plug this that much because I don't have a whole lot of space and time in my schedule to do it, but I do online coaching. If you guys are interested, you can check my page on my YouTube about that. But basically, if you want to make a high intensity workout, because I did this for someone else in a recent program, you can simply just insert a interval right here, something that really gets the heart rate up. Burpees, you got a cardio piece of equipment, whatever, for 30 or 60 seconds, and throw an interval right there in the middle. And that's, again, another way to kind of make this a little more versatile. All right, so now let's get into each workout. Workout 1 is just this is your upper body day. You're going to do chest, back, and arms. And for the most part, I'll just say this right off the bat. I have these variables in here for people that need them. You could throw these variables out. You can pick and choose what parts of this you actually want to choose if this helps you. As always, if you guys want more information, just simply email me or comment down below. How it works out is you're just going to do your first chest press exercise. Now this can really be anything. I like to say any chest exercise, because you can simply pick something else down here, but I pick a basic total gym chest press. It could be the incline, a straight one. If you don't want to do that, you can choose from something else. Use the weight bar attachment. You can do push-ups on the bar. Pick some sort of chest. This is where it gets a little bit versatile, because now you can mix and match stuff you want to do. Maybe you did this one week, you want to switch it up. Maybe you did this you start doing the chest press, you're not feeling for that particular exercise. Choose a different chest exercise is basically what I'm getting at. Do that for, again, this is totally arbitrary, really. It's up to you, but I shouldn't say arbitrary, but really it's up to you here. So 10 to 20 repetitions, 1 to 4 sets. When I say continue, it just means kind of repeat the same thing below until I change it up. So it's up to you. If you're a beginner, pick 1 set. I said this in the last video I did the programming. If you want to do more sets, do more. It's totally up to you. And then maybe 30 to 90 second rest. Nothing set in stone. Like I said, take more or less, up to you, after you complete the first 2 exercises. Intensity here, again, I was hesitant about even putting these in. I just chose moderate to high intensity. If it should make sense that you're more fresh in the beginning, you can handle it more load. You should do more multi-joint exercises first. So if anything's more higher intensity, it should be more at the start of the workout and not towards the end. As we get to down below here, you can make it low to moderate, but really low to high, it's up to you too. The second sequence is just a chest fly or another chest exercise. And when I say another chest exercise, it could be in the total gym, it could be a dumbbell, barbell, whatever, but something else. That's all. That's a chest exercise. Then do some sort of horizontal row. So I'm sorry I didn't really clarify this, but when we get into like rows, vertical row is any kind of row. Like it could be the pull up, anything pull up, anything lat pull down, anything where you're doing this. And even though I say, same thing I just said earlier down here below, if you got other apparatuses, if you got a squat rack like I do, you want to do some pull-ups with some resistance bands, you want to do some resistance bands pull down, pick some sort of vertical pull like that. And then likewise, horizontal row, if we're talking just total gym, pick a total gym exercise like maybe the double cable row. I like the single arm row. Sometimes I get up and I actually do that standing single arm row. It's a little more high risk. I don't show that as much because not everybody can really do that, and it's a little risky. So again, try that at your own risk. I personally like to do. And then after you guys do this, the next thing is just pick any bicep. I have inverted bicep curl, but really it can be anything. Just pick any bicep curl exercise and any tricep exercise. That's it. 10 to 15 repetitions, not set in stone again. I usually do a little bit less sets here, just for the sake of time. You could do more, do less. It goes with anything, but that's pretty much it for workout 1. Getting into workout 2, you're going to see a supine squat. Supine just meaning face up on the machine. Honestly, you could do any squat here. All right, I didn't even show it. This isn't supposed to be an exhaustive list of stuff to do, but you could do the face up. You can do the face down one. I don't think I have it shown to you guys. I've shown it in many of my videos where I'm face down the machine and I have the resistance bands on there. But pick any kind of a squat or leg press activity to kind of start the workout with. A little more higher in the rep range, moderate to high. You might have to add resistance bands. You might have to add the weight bar attachment type stuff. I have a link down below to the resistance band, the total gym attachments if you guys want to check that out. Then the next thing I would do is some sort of like a single leg exercise. So it can be anything, single leg sideways, single leg on the squat stand, just some sort of a single leg exercise. And total gym with the legs, I think it's no secret that this is where you gotta be a little more creative in how you want to stress your muscles in your lower body. It's definitely doable. It just requires a little more creativity, kind of requires you kind of mix things up a bit. Might require more reps, more sets. Everyone's different as far as their needs here. Might add a couple extra things or bells or whistles to it. But the point is, what I generally do is I pick some sort of general squat, then sort of some sort of single leg thing, and then I start the next sequence. The next sequence will just be, I'll choose a different type of a leg squat exercise or squat pattern. Here, you could jump off the machine, do some bodyweight squats, resistance band squats. My kids are coming home, so they're going to start getting loud here. Dumbbell squats or dumbbell deadlifts. Do some deadlift patterns as well. That's an optional thing. Then maybe, again, optional is, I would not say optional. If you don't want to do this, sometimes lunging is a problem. Choose a lunge activity in the total gym. If you can't do that, go back to another squat exercise. Or if anything, me personally, sometimes I've said this before in other videos, when it comes to leg day, I just did like a lazy leg video. I might just pick 3 exercises. Sometimes I'll even pick 2 exercises and just do those and go to town on those. And maybe I'll go on my row machine. Again, I love the rower. I can't plug that enough. I love rowing, and I count that as a leg exercise. I'll link that down below too, because those are shameless plug, but I mean, it is on sale for a very, very good price on Amazon. Cheaper than what I paid for it with free shipping. So I'm just saying that. I digress though. And then at the end here, this is really, I put this like really is optional. I don't do it that often. Some people like to, is the single leg knee extensions or leg curls. I don't have that in this video. If I got an old video of it, I will show that here. But just attaching some resistance bands, doing some lying leg curls or lying knee extensions. If you got a decent like ankle attachment, I can link that. Those are always linked down below, like my recommended stuff. I have an ankle attachment, this D Moose ankle attachments. I did a review in the video for that too. Those are awesome. They hold up really well. They've never ever come off me. Whereas some of these cheaper ones, they can, you know, break off and you're flying off the machine. I do those a lot as far as my optional single joint stuff. Me personally, I do a lot of hamstring exercise. I'll do hamstring curls. Works awesome. I probably should make a whole video about that, because the hamstring curls on the Total Gym honestly feel just as comparable to a machine in the gym, to be honest with you. That's kind of an underrated exercise in my opinion. I just don't worry too much about single leg exercises, but if I'm going to do one, it's going to be the hamstring one. And now we're moving on to workout 3, which is upper body shoulder focus. You're going to see a similar trend here. So shoulder press, all that means is, for me, my go-to is the inverted shoulder press. You could be up on the machine on an incline doing the shoulder press this way with the cables sitting up on the machine. You can do that as well. You simply, again, use resistance bands, dumbbells, whatever. Then I go back to a vertical or horizontal row. Maybe I'll choose something different. Maybe I choose something similar I did in workout 1. Totally up to you. Then some sort of, the second part of the circuit starts with a lateral or frontal raise. Maybe something going off to the side with shoulders. Then I'll do maybe a frontal raise exercise. Then I go back to either, depending on what I did on the second exercise here in the first circuit, I'll pick a different vertical or horizontal row to work my back and do that. Again, pick something different. I just do that. And then here, this is where I just change things up a bit. I like to kind of work everything a little bit twice. I don't always do this. I don't always say you have to do it, depending on how much work you did and depending how much you feel like your chest really needs it. A big thing I didn't say it enough is everyone has different goals. If you feel like you want bigger biceps, you want bigger chest, bigger shoulders, then obviously do a little bit more in that area. I shouldn't say obviously, people don't want to think about that, but do a little bit more if you need to. So for me, I'll do some light chest stuff, some touch-up chest stuff in this workout 3. And then rear delt flies. I always say this a lot, almost every video. Rear delt flies, very underrated. It's a shoulder exercise, rear shoulders, but really it's a back exercise as well. Just works that back side of our shoulders and muscles that kind of help pull our posture back. So if you can't do it in the Total Gym, I always put the very low setting. If you can't do it in there, dumbbells again, resistance bands. And then finally wrapping things up again with the bicep and tricep exercises to kind of finish it up for the week. So just pick, again, something different, pick something similar, whatever you feel like you can really feel it in the muscles. Definitely just kind of do that for the bicep and tricep exercises. I think I will put some links down here if you guys want some links to the attachments and stuff. That's it, you guys. Hopefully this was a beneficial program. I would have given more of a sell in the beginning if I didn't sell it enough. This is the one I probably would say is my personal favorite. If that says anything about all these videos I do, if you look at the workouts I do, it's pretty much similar to this format. You can always cut this thing in half. You could mix and match this kind of concept, but I want to give you guys a conceptual approach to approach the machine. But honestly, just last thing I'll say is you could do this program for a lifetime on the machine, if I'm completely honest. So that's all I'll say about that. Any questions, comments, feedback? Thanks again. If you want a copy of this, I'll click the link down below, put your email in, and it should send you a copy of this PDF. So thanks for watching.